Here we are, starting the first rainwater, part of the rainwater system, first stage, getting all the roof leaders collected and taken to the area where the tank will be. Alright, here we go. We've got all the roof leaders piped together on the back of the house, and we're going into our graph filter, and then we come out of the graph filter and we go into our first flush device, which is actually acting as a second flush because we've got the graph filter working as the first flush. And now we're about to set the tanks. Here's the tanks, 1,700 gallon, underground, 13.5 foot long, 5 foot tall. We've got our hole dug, fit the tanks, and now we put a French drain in the bottom, subgrade drain, and we are filling with stone, about 6 inches of stone. Alright, we got one tank in. He's headed up the hill to get the other one. Plenty of room for the next one. Went in rather easily. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got our balance pipes in, and I got a 2-inch. Alright, here's our overflow pipe coming out, which has the overflow for the tank and both filters tied into it. We've also got our filter drain coming out from underneath the tanks, and then we've got a 2-inch valve that'll drain the tanks. And it's hooked up to the equalizer pipe, so it'll drain the tanks from the bottom. There's our overflow, and there's our overflow teeing into it from the first flush and the graph filter, and then there's our inlet going into the top tank. The pump will be in the bottom tank. Alright, we're about to start backfilling. Filling it with water at the same time. Alright, now we've got the tanks full of water. We've been backfilling. We've also come in here and put in our pressure line, which is going to supply our house. And the pressure line runs up through the weaving of pipes and goes into the house. Make sure we got 18 inches of cover for freeze. And then I'll take you hopefully under the house and show you the filters that it's going to go through before it goes into the house. Alright, we've got our tanks full of water, clean water from a fire hydrant, and we've got our irrigation plumbing in and insulated, and it is going into the house. And our manways are on, our extension risers, so we can fill over the tank.
Pump switch, shut off. Pressure gauge, storage expansion tank, shut off, drain for the storage expansion tank, pre-filter, shut off for the filters, bypass for the filters, filter 1, 2, 3, UV light, 5 shut off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shut off and
freeze-proof hose bib going outside. Give her a hydrant. Give her a spigot outside. New hot water heater.
New water heater.
Beautiful job, Chris Taylor.
Initial setup may take 24 hours. That's what it says.
Yep. Takes 24 hours for the lights to fully be in full power. Get a little pump controller there.
Yeah,
on demand.
It's It's heavy, but I think it'll work. It's a heavy-duty bracket, you know?
Here they are. Seems to be holding fine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely has some weight on there. It's got water in all three of those filters and the UV.
Yeah.
All four filters. Alright, and now our system is working properly. All backfilled. Put our stones back. One of our roof leaders. Filter. Clean out for our first flush. Tops of the two tanks. Outfall down at the bottom. Graded it so the water will shed. About to seed it. Fertilize it, lime it, and straw it. There's your outfall. Put the valves to drain the tanks. Alright, here's the finished product. Straw down, seeded, lime, fertilizer. Her stones in place like she requested. Complete ground cover. Version control matting, steeper areas. And where the water's going to run. A bit of the water runoff anyway. Show you